Hi guys, it's Mrs. Tucker. Here's a video review, video hints for Star Crusher 1, tonight's assignment, and some help with 20-day tax plan day 7. And I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. All right? So, number 1, which decimal is between -1/2 and -3/4 on number 1? My suggestion to you is to draw a number line anytime you're comparing negative numbers. So you're trying to find a number that's between -1/2 and -3/4. -3/4 is right here. So you're trying to find the number that falls in that range, and that ought to help you if you go ahead and plot those on that number line. You should be able to quickly get that answer. Number 2, Bradley rented a truck. Stop this video at any time you need to. Bradley rented a truck to move from his apartment to college. The rental rate was $19.95. That's a flat fee, plus 75 cents per mile. So if you take 75 cents per mile and multiply by the number of miles, add that to your flat fee, you get your cost. It says if Bradley paid $70.95, that is his total cost. So $70.95 goes here. How many miles did he drive the truck? So you're kind of doing a back calculation trying to get your M. Well, I don't know what 70.75 times M is, but I know it makes up the difference between these two numbers. So your first step is to subtract. Then I think you'll know what to do from there. Number 3, Leslie ran 4 3/4 kilometers on Tuesday, 2 2/3 kilometers on Thursday, 2 1/6 on Saturday. If she wants to run a total of 12 kilometers each week, how many more kilometers does Leslie need to run this week to reach her goal? Add them all up, subtract that from 6, and don't forget, if you've got a fraction here, which looks like the denominator would probably be 12ths, you're going to have to borrow from here and make this 12 twelfths, all right, to come up with your answer. Number 4, the temperature in Stillwater, New York was -18 degrees Fahrenheit on Friday, and the temperature was 2 degrees on Saturday. How much cooler was the temperature on Friday than on Saturday? Okay, now this question's kind of tricky. Even the teachers have had questions about this, because if you draw a thermometer, and anytime they give you a thermometer question, draw a thermometer, because it's real easy to see that the distance between -18 and +2 on a thermometer is a total of 20 degrees. But is that going to be +20 degrees, or is that going to be -20 degrees? You decide. We can talk about it. Number 5. Okay, number 5 is very tricky. Miss P designed a true-false quiz. The ratio of true answers to false answers is 3:2. Set yourself up a little table like this. The ratio of true to false is 3:2. If there were a total of 40 questions on the quiz, there's a total of 40 questions on the quiz. That's not part of the ratio, okay? If you took the number of true plus the number of false, you're going to get 40. How many questions had false as an answer? This is what we're trying to figure out right here. Okay? It'd be real nice to set up a proportion right here, like this, but you're missing something in that proportion. You're missing a total down here. So for every 3 true questions, there's 2 false. That gives you a total of how many? 3 and 2 is 5. That right there helps you set up your proportion. You can use this now to create a proportion and figure out what goes in the box. Yeah, that one's very tricky. Number 6, an inaccurate clock loses 3.5 minutes for every 8 hours. How much time will the clock lose in 1 week? You can't put 1 week right here. Why not? Yeah, the units have to be hours. How do you figure out how many hours are in 1 week? Yeah, I know you know how to do that. So make sure you put down the number of hours that there is in 1 week, and then you can figure out what X is. Number 7, a box of 18 pencils costs $2.16. If the price per pencil is the same, how much does a box of 24 pencils cost? First, you need to find the price for one pencil by doing this. Then when you know the cost for one pencil, multiply by 24. Number 8, Mr. Ernest gave a math test to 150 students, and 30 students made perfect scores. What percentage of our students did not get perfect scores? Well, how many kids did not get 30 perfect scores? You have to subtract 30 from 150, and then you know there was 120 kids that did not make perfect scores. So then you know the part out of the total that didn't make perfect scores. Now you can calculate your percent. Number 9, a stereo that was originally priced at $80 is now $60. By what percentage did the price decrease? That's all I'm going to say. And number 10, I think you can figure that one out on your own. All right, day 7 of the 20-day tax plan. Number 1. Here's your drawing. To calculate scale factor, you just do new over original. What do you want to use, the length or the width? You choose. Do new over original. If this picture is being enlarged to create this one, this is the original and this one's the new. Okay, use either the length or the width. Number 2, find the volume of the rectangular prism whose length is 5, width is 2, height is 6. Here you go, you're finding volume. Volume of a rectangular prism is base area times height. You can do the rest. If a bicycle wheel travels 78 inches in one full rotation, they just told you what the circumference is. All right? Number 4, not a problem. Just make sure that you make all of these numbers go out to the same decimal place. This one, if I take them out to the 10,000ths, I would add a couple zeros in there. If they all go out to the same decimal place, then you can order them. A rectangular window has a width to length ratio, set that up, of 2 to 5. What is the width if the length is 15 inches? Pretty easy. Number 6, you can do that one. Number 7, you can do that one. Number 8, the probability of a ping pong ball being defective is 1 to 10. One ping pong ball will be defective out of a total of 10. About how many ping pong balls would be defective out of a case of 530 ping pong balls? Number 9, find the total surface area of a can. Cans are cylinders, which has a radius of 2 and a height of 12. I've started the formula for you. I know you guys can finish it. And number 10, one circle has a radius of 10 inches and another circle has a radius of 15. Find the difference in the areas. Pretty easy. All right, kept it under 10 minutes. Tomorrow when you guys walk in, I'm not going to go over very much of this. I expect y'all to walk in and have this done. If you need help, come see me in advisory, and I'll see you tomorrow.